mostly the company who comes in CSULV, they prefer native students. Admit is very limited. GRE was waived off. It was still a plus point. LORs like these two universities, they do not expect getting the degree. You have to get minimum 30 credits. We have one requirement, taking more than 3 subjects. Most of the scholarship is for the native students. We get opportunity in tier RA, but it's kind of first come first serve. There are lots of competition here, so you have to pass that comprehensive examination, and you get only 2 chances for that. If you are able to get above 50% in his test, it's like you are a very good student.
Hello everyone, welcome to College Dunia Study Abroad. My name is Anshika and today we have with us Ankit, who is pursuing his Masters in Computer Science from California State University, Long Beach. Hi Ankit, welcome to the channel.
Hi Anshika, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here too. Could you perhaps provide our audience a brief background about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Ankit and I'm from Delhi. I did my BTech from Maharaja Agastya Institute of Technology, which is under Indraprastha University. And after that, I have a working experience of almost 4 years in the IT industry. In my in my BTech, I used to mostly work in field of machine learning. And after that, I was expecting to do to make career out of it, but you can say in India there's not much opportunity in machine learning. So I just land a job because I have to get something after doing my BTech. So after that, I worked in Capgemini, which is one of the service sector industry in India. And then after that, I switched into Apicero in the development background. And there I worked in API development and all. And after that, I thought there's a need for me to add more skills into it. And the thing that I actually wanted to do in machine learning. So I decided to pursue masters. So I came here this spring, 2023, and I selected CSULB for that.
Perfect. I mean, you have a lot of work experience and you've experienced various fields, and I think you want to specialize in a particular field, which definitely comes with a master's degree.
Yeah, that's.
So what are the colleges that you applied to? How many of them accepted you?
For spring, as we know that we have very less intake in spring. So for spring, I had to search on internet like which colleges are taking admission, and I also have to take reference from the people who are in that college, like how the academics are, and I mean what are the facilities that I can get. So after researching everything, I come to know that I just figure out these 2 colleges, which is Arizona State University and California State University, for my choice.
So you just shortlisted 2 universities?
Yes, 2 universities, because I know admit is very limited in spring. So if I do not get admit, I can apply in fall. So I have that option.
Okay, so did ASU accept you?
No, I got admit from CSULB. For Arizona State University, I didn't get any offer letter.
Okay, so what was the application process? Was it the typical 1 SOP, 3 LORs, and did you give any tests? Because when I came to the US in 2021, most GRE was waived off due to the COVID. So what's the condition now?
For me, GRE was waived off for many of the colleges, but it was still a plus point. Like if you give GRE and if you mention that you have appeared in GRE and the score that you have given, it is a plus point for you itself. So for me, I scored 308, which is pretty, not I say good, it's a decent score. Okay, and I knew that GRE is waived off, and I have did all the research, and I also had a working experience, which was a plus point for me. And those things, I knew that from these 2 universities, I will get acceptance from any one of them. I was sure, kind of.
Got it.
And for the LORs, these 2 universities, they do not expect you for the LORs. and you just have to give the CV and your academics or achievements, like if you have published paper and all, you can mention it. And and your CV, it must reflect like you have some background and development background.
Yeah,
So I
got it.
think, as per my opinion, I think that's a plus point for
Hmm.
you if you
I mean,
mention
it's a
these points.
black box, definitely, but then we can do whatever we can to stand out of all the applicants and show
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we are
correct.
the particular fit.
Yeah, you can show your achievements.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's rare that I've seen any college in US not take LORs. But
Mhm.
it's good to know about it because getting an LOR itself is a big deal because you need to contact the professor or maybe your manager and then follow up. It's a long process.
Yeah, I can understand.
So, how is the course structured for you? I mean, this is just your first semester, but you would be having an idea of how many credits you have to complete, how many semester will it take?
Yeah. So for getting the degree, you have to get minimum 30 credits, and each
Okay.
subject has 3 credits.
Mhm.
So you have for from this semester onward, we have 5 core subjects. Like you have to take that subject. That's a mandatory one.
Okay.
And before, you can say before 2023, it was only 3 subjects, and after that it's 5 subject, and where you have to take AI, computer architect, advanced programming language, advanced algorithm,
Okay.
and things like that. And so after getting all 30 units,
Hmm.
then we have one requirement, like you have
Okay.
to pass the comprehensive examination, actually,
Okay.
to get the degree. So here in CSULB, you have 2 options. One is thesis option,
Hmm.
another one is your
Non-thesis.
non-thesis option. In non-thesis option, you have to pass the comprehensive exam,
Got it.
and that comprehensive exam will consist of 3 subjects, which is advanced programming language, advanced algorithm, and advanced software engineering.
Okay. So you took the thesis part or the non-thesis?
Right now, like I haven't selected it because we get
Okay.
this option after 2 semesters.
Okay, got it. So you complete like 30 credits in around 3 to 4 semesters, right?
Yes, you have an option, like generally student takes 3 subjects per
Yeah.
semester, because taking more than 3 subjects is kind of hectic for them.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can say you have to complete 10 subjects. It's up to you whether you want to complete in 1.5 years or 2 years.
So the comprehensive test that you mentioned is included in these 30 credits, or you have to pay like out of these 30 credits for that exam?
No, it's you can say after completing 30 credits, it's kind of requirement to get the degree.
Got it.
So you have to pass that comprehensive examination, and you get only 2 chances for that. If
Okay.
you're not able to pass it, you will not be getting the
I think it
degree.
wouldn't be that difficult because uh, in the US, education is pretty. I mean, we are from India and we have taken a lot of pressure and we're used to, I mean, studying a lot. And
Yeah,
I mean,
I think if you are regularly studying it, you will be able to pass it, because I have
yeah.
interacted with my seniors, like they have, like, how was their experience, and it was like all the questions are multiple choice question.
Okay.
So you just have to uh, prepare well for that
Yeah.
examination,
Yeah.
because it's an important one.
For the on the other side, for the thesis option, when do the students start working with the thesis? Because typically a person knows if he wants to do a research or not, and then if he wants to do a research, he needs to find an advisor for it, right? Someone
Yeah.
who can guide him or her. And how, I mean, is it also after the second semester that students who are doing a thesis decide on which professor they want to work with, or what research topic do they want to do?
Yes, it is after second semester, because we have to complete our core first.
Okay.
So we have 5 core subjects. So first semester, if you take 3, and then next semester you will be taking 3.
Yeah.
So you can say you have completed your core. Then after that, you can decide whether you have to go for the comprehensive or thesis option.
Got it. Got it. It's different from the typical scenarios happening in the US because I know people, when they have an admit, they know they want to go for a thesis or a non-thesis, and that is the time when they apply to a thesis or a non-thesis, and hence the following course would change.
Yeah, but it's different here, I guess.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's different. So how's the faculty there? I mean, you've almost done with your first semester. So how did you like the faculty? Were they helpful?
Yeah, I would say faculty is really helpful. Whenever you try to reach them, they will always respond you on email, or you can directly go to their cabin in office hour.
Yeah.
And some of teachers, like they are really take on themselves to teach you what they are wanting to teach you. It's like that. So there's one professor in my algorithm class. His name is Todd Hilbert. Like, he's a very good teacher, I would say that. And he's kind of finding different creative way to give you challenges. And if you are able to get above 50% in his test, it's like you are a very good student. So it's more like for every every classes he takes test.
Okay.
Of the previous classes, what he had taught to you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a difficult one, and it's very challenging subject.
Be attentive, and you also need to keep up with whatever's going. You cannot just
Yeah,
leave it
and
to
he's
the last moment.
yeah. So you can say he's one of the very good professor that I have come across in CSU.
That's great. So what's the tuition fee for you for the whole of this course?
Tuition fees for CSULB, I would say it's pretty much less as compared to the other UCs or other universities. I think you can say this is one of my reasons for selecting the CSULB, because I was looking for the university which is good in academics, plus which has financial advantage. Like here in CSULB, it's around 25K USD for a whole, for doing whole subjects. Completing whole subject.
Got it.
Master program.
I don't believe there would be any scholarship or any other thing offered with the offer letter, because the fee itself is really less.
Yeah, very less.
So, are there
but there is a scholarship actually.
Okay.
Most of the scholarship is for the native students who are from California or from US, and some of the scholarships, like you have to take suppose if in college election, if you stand in college, represent an election, like as a VC, a vice president, or as a senate, these kind of position that we have here. So you actually get a scholarship, yearly scholarship. So it's more like, it's more like encouraging the student to be part of this events and develop leadership skill in them.
I mean, that's a good opportunity. Also, it pays you, so why not go?
Yeah.
So how are the expenses in Long Beach? What's the monthly rent and groceries that you pay?
Yeah, monthly, I would say for the CSU Long Beach students, you would find most of the international students staying around Beverly Plaza apartment or Park Avenue. So there you can say, if you make an average, it will be around 700 USD per month. So you can expect the rent around 550 to 650, right, including utility. It depends, right? If you are if you want to live two people in one room, so then you can expect from 600 a monthly rent.
Okay. So you living in a private room?
Yeah, I live in two people in one room.
Okay, so it's a shared room.
Yeah, it's a shared room.
Got it. And you pay around $550 to $600 for it.
Yeah, you can say my monthly expense in rent and utility, it's almost like 630 USD.
Got it. So are there any part-time opportunities there? Because I mean, TA, RA, or assistantship, or any other part-time opportunities, because international students want to take their expenses, their living expenses out of their own pocket.
Yeah, there is on-campus opportunities in our CSULB, and uh, in undergrad there are lots of students in CSU. So we get opportunity in tier RA. Like there are lots of opportunities, but it's kind of first come first serve. There are lots of competition here due to lots of students. So you will face lots of competition in every field, even for for librarian job and for the bookstore job, because they are. I mean CSU LB. It's you can say in terms of student intake, it's the largest in California.
Okay, got it. So then,
And there's a lots of diversity here. I mean you can find people from every country, I would say,
that's nice.
mostly Asians,
Yeah,
like from South Korea, from Japan.
that's great.
Yeah.
So what I mean, it's your first semester, you wouldn't have the opportunity to go to any career fair, but do you have any idea of how the career fair is, or are there any networking events that would help you get, say, a internship or a full-time role?
Yeah, we do have a career fair, but mostly the company who comes in CSULV, they prefer native students. So like for international student, there's lots of competition here in the university. And the best thing is like you have to have your own connections. You can use it like on LinkedIn, or your friend's friend, or your friend who can refer you.
I think then LinkedIn and job portals are the best option to go by.
Best option here.
Got it. So, being in CSU LB, you might have seen people get full-time roles in big firms or other startups. What's the average pay for a person, say, doing masters in computer science from CSU LB should expect? What's the average pay students are getting there?
That's a good question. I would say if I can remember the data from LA, like what are the average pay of software engineer in LA. So you can expect like around that much. Like most of the people who graduated from CSU LV, they prefer to work in LA.
Okay.
So it's around that.
Okay.
Like around 80 to 90K per year.
Got it. So what's the closest town to Long Beach? I mean, is it LA itself?
Yeah, LA is the closest one, Los Angeles.
Got it. So how's the city, how's Long Beach in general, how's the atmosphere there? I mean, it's a pleasant city to be in for sure. California is one of the main attractions for a lot of Indians. But how's the city? How did you like it till now?
Yeah, it's very good. Weather is very pleasant, and landscape is also very nice. You can go on a run in the morning, and you will see very beautiful scenes from hilltop. There's a within 2 hours you will find hill ice, like hill stations.
Okay.
And within just 10-minute ride you will see the seaport, like whole Long Beach. So for me, like I used to go on a walk in morning in India also. So I also like I just wake up early and go to see the sunrise or sometimes sunset in beach or from the mountains.
Yeah. So it's a really plus point to have the beaches, the hills right there.
Yeah, it has very good landscape, I would say.
And how's your experience been at CSU LB till now? Some good or bad times you faced because you just started, and I know first semester is a bit difficult for people who come from India because we are transitioning in that time. So could you share your experience?
If I say overall experience, it has been good so far.
That's great.
And if you say bad experience, if you ask me, like bad experiences, like it's obviously the algorithm class, where we have to study every day so that you could pass TOED exam. So that was kind of stressful at the beginning, because for us, like I had experience for 4 years, so I have already out of
that lost track of getting back to the student life.
Yeah, sitting and reading books and all. So I'm comfortable with the just sitting in front of a laptop and doing kind of project kind of work, because I have kind of habit for that. because I've been working in the industry.
Yeah.
So for me, it was difficult for the, you can say, first 2 months, and I had to, make a habit of sitting and studying the books.
Yeah.
So that was very stressful for initial first month.
Got it.
And also, you come from India, you don't know much people, and it takes some time to make some friends. So you will feel kind of lonely here sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
So but after 1 month, you get to know people, you join different clubs, you interact people. It's kind of interesting then.
Yeah, also there are a lot of Indians, so I believe you can talk to your natives, and also with the lot of diversity around, you can
Yeah,
from all across the world. It's
yeah,
interesting to have people who are your friends who are from different parts of the country. You
yeah,
can get to know a lot of cultural and many
hmm,
differences that we have.
yeah. You definitely get lots of interaction. I mean, opportunity to talk with different people from different countries. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that.
Are there any suggestions for young aspirants who are looking to come to CSULB? Because you were very sure that you would get an admit in ASU or CSULB. So, is there something that should be pointing out? They should be pointing out in their application process. I mean, in their
Mhm.
application or someplace that they definitely know they get an admit, or any other suggestion you have.
I would say, if you are good in academics, it will be easy for you to get admits. If you are not good in academics, like, you can highlight your achievements in your CV, like what skills that you have, and you can also show, like, if you have any research paper you have published, you can show it in the you know uh, in the academics field while applying for the CSULV application form. And I would say, like, if you are above 300 GRE, score is above 300, and if you have a TOEFL score above 90, right, it will be easy to get into the CSULV. But most important thing, you have to apply first, like within 1 week of the when application open.
Got it. So
So
I think
that's very important thing, because lots of people are applying, and there's high probability that you will not get admit if you apply late.
got it. It was great talking to you today, Ankit.
Mhm.
And this was really insightful. I hope you have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you. It's nice talking to you,
Thank
Anshika.
you. Bye bye.